Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mando number 5.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel, Mando number 5, and I'm Keith Guppy. So I thought I'd do something different this week while we're still on our holidays. I thought I'd take a look into some of my graded stuff. Now, no, I'm not going to do the usual UKG versus AFA versus CAS video and the pros and cons of it. I'm just going to do a bit of a tongue-in-cheek look at some of the things that I've got graded, some of the top 5 probably that I like the best, and the top 5 weirdest and what was I doing when I sent that out for grading category as well. So I hope you enjoy it. So let's have a good look. So first though, let's have a think about why do I send stuff for grading? Well, I think I just like, it looks good. It looks nice and shiny. It looks lovely in a case. You know, it catches the light. It keeps it in good condition. So some of the stuff I send away and get graded is because I think it's going to get damaged. I change my room around quite often. And when I do that, stuff gets bumped, nicked. And if I've got something graded and I know it's going to be absolutely spot on, it's going to be damage free when I relay out the room, obviously you get a score for it. I know there's lots of debate, and I'm not going to go into that today because that'll get a bit serious about, how do the graders know it's what score and who does the grading, and if you send the same items off, they could be different. I know all that, but I just think they look really cool. I mean, look at this Shaq T. Doesn't it look cool in the case? Really, really cool. That's a UKG. I used to go for AFA all the time. I kind of moved away from that, and now I use CAS, UKG, or AFA. They've all got the pros and cons, which is a whole nother episode. I'll let someone else do that. But yeah. So, but as I said earlier on, over the years, I've picked up quite a few items that I've sent away for grading, or I've bought graded already. I've probably got about over 200 items now graded, and they vary massively. And that's why I thought we'd just go through some of the best ones and some of the rather silly ones. Before we take a dive, as always, hit the like button if you're enjoying it. Please subscribe if you want to see more, and please chuck in your comments. They really help me evolve the channel.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the top 5. Actually, I've got 6 rather silly ones that I got graded. Getting from the most normal, which I think is probably this one, to the most ridiculous. Doesn't mean I don't like them though. Doesn't mean that. One of them could figure in my top 5 favourite ones, and as well as the silly ones. But this is the first one. This is the Power Racing Ripcord speeder bike from the Power of the Force series from 1997. I don't know why I graded this, if I'm honest. I did send this one off. This went to AFA, so I sent this all the way to the States. Probably cost me a fortune. I think I got it graded because it's just a bit of an unusual piece. It's nothing like the normal speeder bike from the Power of the Force line. It's got a wheel and a ripcord inside it, and it flies through. So it's a reasonably rare piece. I mean, I imagine you can get them for 40 or 50 quid. That's grade 85, so it's pretty unique. Most of these I'm going to show you, I would imagine they're one of a kind graded. I don't think many people have got this graded. I don't think anyone's got this graded, but I might be wrong. If someone looks on the population census, they might be able to correct me on that. But so that's number 6, I think it is, the worst ones, but they obviously get a lot worse than that. Next is another Power of Force item, which I got graded, and I really don't know why I got this graded. This is just the Jabba the Hutt, the Giggy version. Guerra Stellari, so the Italian version of Power of Force, not that rare, pretty common. I sent this off again, UKG 85, and I really don't know why I did it, if I'm honest. So yeah, that is a bit of an odd one. I've got quite a few Power of Force bits and pieces graded because they're obviously not going back to 1997. That's now what, that's 27 years old, so that's quite a lot of that's classed as vintage now, so it's all good. I don't not like it, it's just I don't know why I got graded. So that was number 5. The next one, I'll probably have to take the camera off for this one, show you this one. This is a Jack's Pacific Captain Phasma. It was the Big Figs Premium Edition Captain Phasma, and here it is. I'll just raise the camera up like that. It's a pretty easy way to do it. Yeah. So 9.0, I sent this off. I sent this all the way to the States. Yeah, how mad I am. I mean, it's a lovely piece, but why I got it graded, I have got no idea. Retail, these are about 50 quid, and I don't expect they're much more than that now, but I mean, it looks nice. It looks really nice. The silver packaging is really, really cool. I'm in it, but again, a really weird one. Not really any idea why I got that graded. But there you go. That's probably my number 3. Right, next one is this one, the Empire magazine that came with Kylo Ren back in the day. I went all around the country trying to get these. I think they were in Sainsbury's. So it says 2015 Hasbro Star Wars magazine action figure Empire with Kylo Ren limited edition. It's UK exclusive. So I think, yeah, these are in Sainsbury's. I was running around buying them, and I was scalping them a bit, if I'm honest with you. I was buying them for whatever they were and trying to sell them on. Most of them were smashed and crashed because as soon as this magazine's quite heavy, and the weight of that was smashing the bubbles up. I did actually find one that was packed with a different weapon. It was a miscard. And I had that one graded, but I sold that a few years ago. But I mean, it looks pretty cool. Why I got it graded, not really sure. They've not gone up in any value. If Kylo Ren comes back, then maybe you think, yeah, that was a wise decision. And again, I would probably guarantee that there are not any other of these graded. Very unusual. Really heavy piece, actually. But there you go. That's number 4. And my next one, I'm going to have to... right, I'll pull it over. It's huge. And this is a really strange one. Yeah, look at that. I don't get much stuff loose graded, but I did in this case. And this is the AT-ACT All-Terrain Armoured Cargo Transport from Rogue One. Yeah, so I got a sealed one, sent it all the way to Leicester, to UKG, and got it graded straight out of the box. And that got a U90, so it's absolutely mint out of the box. Unfortunately, it was sent to me, and in the post, that came off. The little gun came off and scratched the inside of the case as well, which is a bit of a bummer. But it is a nice piece. Something I don't know whether I'll hold on to too long. And then you've obviously got the instructions. There at the end there with the sticker sheet there. So again, I would pretty much guarantee that is the only loose AT-ACT with the figures in the UK, I would imagine, or probably ever graded. But it's a pretty cool piece. I mean, a huge piece. It looks pretty nice. Yeah, there you go. But that's not the that's not my number 1. My number 1, I'll have to pull out the other camera and show you that because it's probably too big to get on the table. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is probably the craziest item that I've ever got graded. It's a 6-inch Special Forces TIE Fighter. It is absolutely huge, and there's a Stormtrooper just for scale. So I really don't know what possessed me to get this grade. I sent the box off a number of years ago, and it got a U95. So it's a Black Series First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter from 2015. Mad, with the pilot obviously inside in case it's its own little box. But this is absolutely huge. I don't know what possessed me to send this off. I just thought it was so cool. Like a lot of you, I saw this in Forbidden Planet in London in the window, and it was absolutely huge. They didn't sell particularly well. I think they were in Argos for about £259, but just didn't sell at that price. I think you can get them as low as 50 or maybe £75 just at the end of their line, you know, and just for a bit of leftover stock was selling. But it's absolutely mental. It's huge. It is the craziest thing I've ever got graded, but I really like it actually. It looks really cool. It's a bit of a talking point in my collection. I've not got much 6-inch, but this certainly stands out. And again, I guarantee you 99.9% there is not another one of these graded.
in existence because they're just too big. I mean, there's probably 250, 200 pounds of acrylic here, let alone anything else. It's absolutely huge. So it is definitely my most nuttiest, craziest, but one of my best things I've got graded. So that's the top 6. So let's have a look at the top 5 of the best things I think I've got graded.
So for the best pieces that I've had graded in my modern collection, then this is very much easier actually, and I've actually gone for 6 again. So I won't just go for every film. I mean, I've got over 200 pieces, as I said. I could go through loads of figures, but these are the ones that I like for different reasons. Probably my favourite or my best ones. So starting at number 6, it's this one. It's the 2002 Hasbro Toy Fair Vader exclusive. Now I love this figure, and I love this, I've said this before, it's because you've got the lightsaber that comes through the top of the bubble. You can see it there. It's absolutely cool. Love that. And I got this graded for the obvious reason, because I know that that would get snapped off at some point. I've seen them graded before. I think there's a few in existence because people have had the same idea as me. I don't really like the top label cases, but it's right at the start of my collecting of graded stuff, so I made that mistake. But anyway, it looks really, really cool. I love the colour of the figure. It's like a real purple, like a purple silver. Really nice, and I'm so glad I got that graded. So that's pretty cool, and that was an AFA 90, that one. So lovely. So that's number 6. Now I have got some unusual ones, and this is one of them. This is the Sith Attack Speeder with Darth Maul. So a different version than the normal one. This one didn't obviously appear in the film, The Phantom Menace, but it's quite unusual, quite rare. Don't know if you saw it now, you probably pay 50 quid maybe, not sure. They don't come up very often, but again, I got this one graded because I liked it. It's just like the vehicle. UKG 85 down there. Pretty nice. Again, you'd be hard pushed to ever see one of these graded, I think. But it's a pretty cool speeder. It folds up, it's got wings, all the guns come out. It's just a Sith speeder on steroids from 1999, but pretty cool. You might think, well, not brilliant, but I like it anyway. So he's crept into my top 6 at number 5. So number 4, again, not an amazing piece, but I love Boba Fett, and this is the Fett Legacy Edition, and I love this because of this unique figure here, the Mandalore. Unique to this box set, really, really cool. This got an 80. I sent it off myself. I thought it was worthy of 85, but it must have had a little nick somewhere, which is a bit disappointing. But I do love this set. Really, really cool. It looks great in the packaging. They did this in the blue line and the red line. Look at the back. That looks really good. The Evolutions line. Really, really cool packaging. Love that. So yeah, that's crept in. That's sort of my number 3. Number 3 of the lot, but really, really cool. Really like that. 4, sorry, 4. Let's get my numbers right. I can't count now. Yes, and the next one, a huge piece. I've got 2 of these. I've got both of these. There's 2 big battle packs that you can get that were released for the 30th anniversary. Just adjust the camera a bit for you. There you go. You look at that. It's absolutely huge. There's Stormy for a bit of scale again for you. But an absolute terrific battle pack. They did this one and the Endor one. I've got them both graded. Both got UKG 90. Now, why I got this grade is because, look, it's all plastic. All the way around. All on the top. All down the sides. I mean, it makes for great presentation, but that will just get dinged. Anywhere you go, that will just get dinged and it'll be ruined. I did see one of these at Yucca Base last year for sale. Graded as well, so I think again a couple people have had the same idea. Extremely rare, loose, not ungraded. These probably 150 quid now. I mean, graded, you know, if I was to sell that, I'd be looking for £300-400, believe it or not, because it's such a nice presented piece. It's got a turret, the ATST, some snowtroopers, Han, Luke, and a rebel soldier, but a really, really, really nice piece. So that gets in. That's my number 3. And look on the back. It just goes through all the stuff you've got in the pack. And there's the Endor battle pack that I've got over there as well, graded exactly the same way. So yeah, so that's my number 3. And we'll have to go on a bit of walkabout now to get number 2 and number 1 in, because they're big pieces and they're not really sort of things I can put on the table.
So my second best piece that's been graded, again, probably no surprise to some of you know my collection, is this ATT All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer. But it's a Costco exclusive. I think this is the Canadian version. I think there was a general US one as well. But to give you a scale of it, you know, there's the comic packs on top of it. I'm not going to drag it out because it's a huge piece, but absolutely amazing. So those of you who don't know, there was 2 versions. There was a normal version. I'll pop up a picture, and then there was this one where you could see all the figures, had all the packings, all displayed, looking great. An absolutely amazing set. And I sent this off for grading because my wife bought me this, and I thought that it's going to get damaged. It's bound to. I mean, it's got a little couple bits of marks already, and I think it got an 80. Yeah, an 80 from 2008. But again, I say this every time, I don't think there's another one of these graded that exists. So a really, really cool piece, and definitely the second best piece I've got. And here's my number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Not too surprisingly, it's the Revenge of the Jedi San Diego Comic Con 2011 release of the Death Star playset, or Death Star, and then it's got all the Revenge of the Jedi figures inside. It's got the very rare, obviously, Stasis Crumb and the mouse droid. But yeah, what an amazing piece. It's probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 foot long, 2.5, 3 foot high. Really heavy piece. It's a 2-person lift in this case. This got a grade at 85 by UKG. It is absolutely immense. Probably one of my favourite pieces in the collection, my modern collection. But really, really cool. So no surprise, that's number 1. And again, I think that's, well, I'm 100% sure that's the only one ever graded. But if anyone's got the money and the time to do it, then I would heavily recommend it because it looks absolutely great. The sleeve, which goes around the Death Star, is here presented in top, which looks really, really cool. Revenge of the Jedi logo, looking really smart, but a really nice piece, and definitely the best piece I've had graded at the modern line. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this look at some of my weirdest and best graded items. If you want to see more graded stuff, then leave notes in the comments, and I'll try to do that because I've got lots I can show you. But please, if you haven't seen them, check out all my figure focus line videos. There's about 30 of them now. Check out the channel. Thanks again for all the support, and I'll see you again soon. Happy New Year!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mando number 5.